I wasn't expecting that. There is so much freaking corn.
Yeah, the deer would get lost in here.
What do we have here? A little passage.
That goes to a lake.
Does it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because that's not a bad gig either.
I mean, the whole, like, over this hill is all lake. Like,
Oh, okay.
lake
Big
system.
ass lake.
Yeah, system. So that path goes right to it. And then it probably cuts up towards that other lake.
Oh, wow. That's kind of cool back in there. Oh, we might have to go check that out.
It just, yeah, no, it is pretty cool.
Some deer track. Decent sized track right there. They had a lot of water, apparently a lot of water here in the springtime, and a lot of these fields couldn't get planted, and the ones that did, any low spots didn't get planted. So when you get an area like this, normally this would all be corn, but planter and the farmers had to leave these low spots untouched, so it actually gives perfect little travel areas for the deer to go, you know, through the crop and stuff. And a lot of times they prepared the dirt, or, you know, it's all weed controlled and everything, so it's just easy, non-resistant access to walk through all this cover. I mean, you can tell if you're a deer, this is a whole low spot, higher elevation all around us. I mean, these deer could travel this all throughout the day and night and stay completely undetected, dip into corn whenever they want to. So there is some track up and down these this dirt stuff. You see a decent amount of track. This shows you what kind of water they had coming through here. Still wet down in there. It's all just eroded out, so there had to be a lot of water in here in the springtime. So I really like this secluded area. I mean, surrounded by corn, you can't beat that. These deer ain't getting bothered back here. It's just, is there gonna be a nice buck in here? And the only thing I don't like, there is water close by, but like, other than not being pressured, like, why come out in this area? It's basically just dirt. I mean, there's a little bit of browse for some of these deer, but not much. Not much. Usually some of these areas have like little clover or something a little more palatable than this stuff for these deer to eat. I just don't know if there's enough here for deer to eat. One of the toughest parts about putting cameras up in North Dakota is the glaring sun all day. And a lot of trail cameras, it just fires them off all day, especially if it's hot. So you really have to try to face your cameras dead north or dead south. I prefer them facing north just because the sun's angle actually angles the hair to the south. So if it's facing south, you're still going to get a little bit of a fire. But we're going to put them in a spot and see what's here. If there's something in here worth hunting, we'll figure out where to hunt. After that, there's a lot of areas we can bush a blind in the corn and come in with a certain wind. We'll just hunt the deer moving around in this whole opening. But I think the first thing is just see if there's deer in here. There's plenty of area getting the deer in here and having them in this secluded area with a bow is really all you need. Then it's game on. So load up a spot here, put up a camera, and see what's here. Today's one of those days where you just kind of sit back and you're like, I knew this was gonna be a good day. You know what today is?
Wednesday.
What's Wednesday?
Chicken.
Chicken and dumplings. The softest, most tender, most juicy, moistful chicken that you will ever have, along with the fluffiest, moistest, most spongy, saturating dumplings
In the world.
It's like a real fluffy biscuit, I would describe it as. It's not like a hearty dumpling. But then you put that gravy, whatever they put all over the top of it. Oh my god.
Top it off with a Mountain Dew.
Wow. Holy smokes. Look at that steamer.
Okay, so one of you got the 2 thighs and one of you got 2 drumsticks.
That's okay.
Figure it out.
We will.
So I did order.
Thank you.
What do you want? You get what you got.
I got 2 drumsticks. Yeah, I'm chill. Unless you want the drumsticks. Be ready for a nap after that meal. Chocolate. Chocolate. Got our work done and we gotta go back home and work for a little bit.
Yeah.
But we'll be back early September. Okay. See ya. Bye now. Oh, great way to end the meals at the cafe for this trip. Bye now. Get socked with the chicken and dumplings. Filling. How you betcha. Borrow your drill, you betcha. What do we got here?
It's like a highway.
65th.
They just forgot the pavement. Now we gotta go straight. Like, far.
Another 5 miles.
Yeah.
5 miles as the crows fly, you betcha. Whoa.
Oh, it's all sand.
Holy shit. Mound of sand in the road, you betcha. Almost tossed our ass off, you betcha.
Both hands on the wheel, you betcha.
Don't text and drive, you betcha. You'll end up in a slough, you betcha. Well, we just pulled into this new spot pretty far away from where we normally hunt, but our buddy has cued us into a location that might be worthy of looking at, so we're gonna go set up a camera and see what we see. It's gonna be hellish getting down in there, but I think hopefully it'll be worth it.
94 degrees and humid.
Not bad, no big deal.
Not a big deal.
Hopefully you brought your water, because it's gonna be a hot one.
Jeez, oh man.
Alright, we're in a new spot. Uncharted territories. The truck all the way up over that hill. We just hiked big time in corn down here. We're looking for a good spot to set up. Finding the deer, you're gonna like being closer to this, the wood line, so they're gonna be better.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another spot set up. Interesting, never stepped foot on this ground before. So it'll be interesting, but got water down there, cover with the corn, cover with the trees.
So it covers part of our checklist of putting up a spot and having it successful. There's a ton of tracking here, ton of track. So you never know, might get lucky. Thank you to our buddy Nick for tipping us on this spot. That's what good people, there are good people in this world, and Nick is one of them. As fellow hunters, we gotta have each other's back and be one. And he pulled a good move for us. We really appreciate it. Tough spot to get into, but it could prevail. You just don't know. 94 degrees. Perfect day to be hauling around bags of feed, checking cameras, putting cameras up.